Hey, everybody, I'm Captain Tommy Scoville, and you are on the lifeboat. Look what I found. So, this is. Are you squared up in the screen? I don't feel like you are. Hold on a second. There you go. Yeah,
look at that.
There you go. That's a little bit better. And I think we also had this thing all jacked up here earlier. That's the one I like.
Oh, look at that. Huh?
Yeah, had me way up in the air. Didn't make any sense. Oh, who do we got here? Carantha, Andrew, Susie Q. Let's see. Sweet Liberty, Faces of the Moon. What's up, V? Good to see you. Codename Viper. Cindy, Mr. and Mrs. B, a Rolling Stone. Jason, Deshaun Kelly, Super Hot Vegan, Sandy Wandy. Trash, good to see you. Kelly, glad you're here. Pauline, all right. Lene, Flick,
The usual suspects.
this is the usual suspect.
And some new ones.
We do. We've got some new folks in here. Clarice. Just it turned me instantly into Hannibal Lecter for about a half a second. I didn't even read it right, but I wanted to.
I know that works. Hi, Zelda. Hi, Susie Q.
With the fava beans and some nice candy. Yeah.
Chili Phil, good to see you.
So if any of you happen to have this, if you have the Hulu, if you watch the Hulu, you may have stumbled across my brother. He's on a reality show, a docu-series. I believe they called it a docu-series.
Yeah. I think a docuseries, until they're sure they're moving forward with it, it's a docuseries. Once they know they're doing more, that's a reality show.
Right. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Bizzle, good to see you. Susie says, Johnny, please don't forget us when you get wicked huge. Yep, spoken like a true norista. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think you watched all 10 episodes. Debbie, you are a fan. That's all in right there. You know how many people have told us that today? I'm kind of blown away by the number of people who said exactly that.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah. I think that's
they went kind of heavy on the Kingmaker thing.
You know what just happened, don't you? You guys know what just happened? You know what happened. Yeah. That was Johnny thinking he was going to take all of the wind out of my sails.
Right?
On this
it was a preemptive fight. That's what I was thinking about doing.
No, well played.
I didn't write that. You understand that? Yeah. I didn't have anything to do with that. And if I did, I wouldn't have written that.
I should hope not. I wouldn't. 12 billion Scoville. Yep. A little of that ferrotoxin. What do you think?
Resin and ferotoxin, yeah. 16 billion.
Is that how you leave the planet? That's the would that one kill you? What do you think?
Jumping the shark. Nah, I won't kill you. Here's the deal. I have a way I'm going to do it. I probably should.
So you are thinking of doing
it? Oh yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, that's just
you saw I have one, right?
Yeah.
See, here's the thing about the resin and ferotoxin. It looks like a cactus, but it's not. It's a plant. So I have one. I named it Robert Plant. So we're gonna
You're such a moron.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do something, but here we're gonna do it thoughtfully and
what is the Scoville thought to be on this?
Oh, it's 16 billion.
16 billion.
As opposed to 16 million. I'm not like, listen, I'm coming out of the gate going right at 16 billion.
Oh, no, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna ease into. I'm gonna start with like 40 or 50 million, and then jump to quarter.
You know what, man? Mom dropped you on your head when you were a kid. There's no other explanation.
So you were younger, or you would have dropped me on my head, but I know that didn't happen.
Yeah. No, instead I got dropped. Told my mom about the show, and she asked, honest to God, does he have issues?
I love that. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, once again, it's the preemptive strike. Why do you think he says that? Because the entire world was going to go, this dude's got issues.
You know how that happened?
Yeah.
No, I did. There's a story behind it.
I just told the story.
No, I was having a lousy day. The first time I ever did one of those, something happened right before the first challenge. And I was heated, and I thought, I had issues. Hi, Krista Caldwell. That's where it came from.
Yeah, well, you got issues. Watching it now, says M71. Debbie Logan says, question, is that the name of the pepper that you... Oh, no. The resin ferotoxin is not a pepper. This is not something that you're supposed to be able to eat. Right? This is... Honestly, it's kind of like somebody saying they're gonna light a joint with an atomic bomb. Is what it is, right? Yeah, I'm gonna light my cigarette with the big boy.
Here's the deal with that.
It's overkill.
Well, it's not even capsaicin, but the humans react to it the same.
Well, what difference does it make? So it's like psychosomatic pain.
Right.
Okay, what difference does it make?
It doesn't.
Okay. It's gonna burn the same way, one way or the other. But no, that's not the that is a completely different animal and one that no one should be consuming. Hello, Anik Alexander. I'm glad that you're here. Issues. Oh, yeah, no, he's got issues. He has issues. Neo Fighter. Woo!
Neo Fighter.
Let's eat some Uncle Bull cows.
Yeah.
Butterscotch Park.
He's got some. It's so good.
It's
so good, but it's really hot.
It is hot. I mean, you know what? Bull cow, you know, there are names in the chili world that to me are like Clive Barker. You know what I mean?
Right. Wes Craven.
Wes Craven, right? You hear those names. If you've been burned really badly, then the
Tom Broom.
Like,
PTSD here.
I have PTSD. Every single time Broom sends something to my brother.
Bull cows like that.
Yeah. I end up in the fetal position on the floor, right? With capsaicin cramps.
Do I have a video of that?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you videoed it. Sure enough. Took some stills too. I had sweated a ring.
I think I posted a few.
shirt.
Posted a still, but I did not post the video.
Yeah, I had.
That's because magic. I got to tell you something. You were not happy. You were angry.
I'm not sure that could be posted. We have some rules about such things. There are some language issues in that. If you saw it, it looked like I took a shower. Right?
It did. Yeah, it was like.
You know how you get a sweat stained on the back of your shirt that's one color? Like I just had a very small spot on my shirt that was not sweat. So it was like the exact opposite. Nat B from Canada. Thank you so much. Watched all episodes. The chicken thing blew my mind.
Oh, the church's chicken? Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Coolest things are, yeah. It's going to be 2024 is going to be a very unusual year at Casa Scoville.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. Johnny eats wicked hot peppers even by himself. No, that is a fact. This is not something that, he came for and stayed with me for a while last year, and we went through a period of time where we weren't, filming around the clock, and actually took a little time to ourselves. But he still does it, whether the cameras are rolling or not.
Speaking of, I have a shirt that's going to be in the. It'll be on my website, probably not tomorrow, but within a day or so, and it says Johnny eats peppers when no one's looking.
Yeah,
it's a pretty cool shirt.
Oh, that's actually really, really funny. It's the perfect shirt. You do eat peppers when no one's looking. So I got some questions for you.
Okay, it's happening.
I have some questions because these are questions that people ask me. Like I should have some.
Sure.
Well, you know what? Here we go. This is good. We'll let them. What was your favorite part of filming the show?
To film or to watch? I'm not sure if it would be the same. Let me think. There's a lot of stuff they filmed that didn't make it into the show, which there's some really good stuff that just never made it into the show.
That's par for the course, though.
They could use that in season 2. Just saying. Probably to watch the video, the boxing, the one-on-one with Shahina was fun. That was good. I was proud of the effort I gave. I mean, I think here's the funny thing about it. She's really fast, but I dominated her. She was dying, and I wasn't. I was talking through the whole thing. She just is much, much quicker than I am, and that's.
I want to tell you something. Eating peppers really fast, or speed eating anything in a competition. Like I'm
scared of doing it.
I ate a tube of Thera faster than anybody ever has. I did it in under a minute. It's ridiculous. And if you watch the film, I get frightened watching it because there's a point at which you're not breathing. There's a point at which all of that stuff is in your throat at the same time, and you're just it's a dangerous speed eating. Events are really, really dangerous, and every year people die doing it.
Okay, no spoilers though. Andrew, the heat seeker boy.
Okay, yeah, we won't tell you that on the very last one. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. I believe that.
Neo Fighter has dropped endorphins.
I do not have any problem whatsoever believing that.
I've come close.
I have spun so badly that if I didn't take a knee, I knew I was going out. The night that I did the 2 tubes of terror, I've never done more than 2, but I did 2 tubes. And that night I stood up from the table that I had been eating the tubes at, and the room went like this. I mean, like, I mean, badly. Like, I've never felt it before. And I dropped to one knee really, really quickly.
No offense, Johnny. America let the queen win for the Pepperheads. This I know.
No, you know what? Johnny's not that dude. It's a nice thing to, it's a nice thought. But
I want to beat the brakes off it, right? Honestly. I like to eat. What was that from Henny? I like to eat heat and enjoy no speed eating.
You know what? I don't, after what, 2 years or something, we tried to do a speed run the last time. And granted, I didn't really prep the tube. Like you really,
she's being cute.
You really need to take the tube and go like this and just keep beating the peanuts up and hopefully get them to break down a little bit because they don't like sliding out of the tube. They're very, very big. What is the best thing to eat or drink to help with the heat? There's 2 parts to this, right? Because you need to put something in your stomach before you swallow even the most minute traces of high tolerance. Like there was, when we were talking a second ago about me on the floor in capsaicin cramps, that was 2 drops out of an eyedropper.
Drops.
I'm not exaggerating. 2 drops out of an eyedropper. And it felt like I was having a heart attack. You know, I mean, it's that the pain will double you up.
Fold you like a wallet.
Fold you like a wallet or like a card table. I went on the night of the speed run. I drank a bottle of tincture afterwards because I was choking so badly on the stuff in my throat that I needed a liquid. So
that's an awful thing. You imagine that you're in the gym. Here, drink some of this.
Yeah, well, that was the only thing around. We do have signed balls of, and I've actually talked to my brother about that, Andrew. So
I've spoken to him. We have them, right?
We do. We actually have that.
I didn't know last time you emailed me, but I think it was email or message. But yeah, we got them.
It's that was quite simply organization, which we're strong at. Strong. If I ate those, I'd be in the ICU. You know what? You might be. Hold on a second. That had potential. What was this?
That was Sweetie.
Sweetie says, Johnny, I am a wimp when it comes to hot. But why do I eat something hot to me and I hate myself and then I go back for more? Is there a science to that? Is that the endorphins? You're a chili head. That's what it is. You have not climbed the ladder, but you're a chili head. I promise you.
Here's the thing. There's 2 kinds of people. Somebody who gets something hot and goes, hey, I'm good, man. I'm all set.
I'm never doing that again.
But then there's you and me. And that's when you eat something that's like, man, it burned me silly, but can I eat more of that?
Yeah. And it's a love-hate thing. I do that. I'm like, oh, man, I'm doing one more of these, like gritting my teeth and through the entire process.
It's a beautiful thing. Meal Fighter, thank you so much, man. A peanut butter sandwich will definitely help with the heat. Peanut butter will help with the heat. So there's a few things like the fat and the dairy from milk and the
yeah.
I don't mean like 2%, but like vitamin D or even like
whole milk, like
half and half. And what it does is it bonds to your receptors on your tongue and gives you a bit of a break. But
you know what I find really helps? 25 to 35 minutes.
Exactly.
You know, that'll take the sting right out of it. About a half an hour. And in my experience, no matter how bad you're burning in your mouth, 30 minutes later, it will be over.
Tracy range. How cool.
Your stomach is a completely other thing. There's 3 burns altogether.
There is pretty much.
Yeah.
It's in your throat, your stomach, and in the Oval Office when you're done.
Dude, you want me to fly to Pennsylvania to eat a pepper? Okay, you got me. Yeah. That's my brother, right? That is my brother for real. He is that dude, right? That's the funniest part of this. Like you know that very often when you see these things, these shows, that they're far less reality than they are show. But you really are that dude, man. Thank you so much. You look great in green. Andrew Boudreau. First question, Johnny, do you always smile and laugh when you're talking about the pain? Yeah. Yeah. More or less.
I smile when the pain comes.
That's awful.
See what I did there?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
This is another good one. Mr. T, who has been around, by the way. Mr. T is a bus rider from the very, very early days of the bus.
Yep.
And he's
I'm
been on the
bummed
boat the
that
entire
I'm at
time.
work and missing this. Loving the show so far. 4 episodes in. The growers are fascinating for me. Jimmy Pickle's operation was quite the surprise. Bravo, Johnny. You've earned it. Thank you so much, DJ Daddy-O.
You know what? There's the Jimmy Pickles. If you've been on the boat for any length of time, Jimmy Pickles is on the boat all the time. You've probably seen Jimmy on here. Jimmy comes on a lot. DJ Daddy-O, man, I'm glad that you were on here when we were. I'd be bummed out if you weren't. I really would.
UDT Ghost almost passed out from eating a prima tale. Destroyed my whole weekend. I'm not a chili head. Listen, it's destroyed Chili Head's whole weekend, so it's okay. I understand. But
Yeah, but
you have my respect.
Hell yes. UDT in general. But anybody that tries a pepper, I promise you, you don't have to finish it, right? You don't even have to do it with any style. That's the other thing that I think people miss. It's doing it, right? It's the fact that you're doing it. Johnny, the superpower of my brother is that he can talk while he does it. And most people really don't. Like, I really struggle when if you've watched me burn with my brother, there's a real difference between how the two of us do it.
I don't know if here's the thing though. I've been burned so bad that it scrambles my thought and I can't formulate a sentence. I can't intelligently speak. Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that when people in general when their talker shuts down, is that their brain going, I just can't do it? Or is that, I'm not sure why, because that's what happens with me when I can't talk.
I think that when I've had this,
it doesn't happen often. It's only happened, I think it's happened 3 times on video.
Well, I've had this happen to me with all kinds of pain. You know what I mean? Like I distinctly remember I lost a needle in my arm, and I went to the hospital to have it removed, and they use an X-ray machine to light the thing up. But when they go in to pinch it, there's no depth perception. So I'm watching this thing get grabbed, and it would start to come up like this, and it would snap back because he's not actually grabbing it; he's grabbing skin around it, and the pain was so bad that I was going in and out, like I was passing out from it, and coming in and out of the stuff. But trying to carry on a conversation, he would ask me a question, I'd be like, "No, the stuff coming out of your mouth made no sense. Can't control it."
Here's the thing. I think a lot of people that do it don't really like it, but they're doing it. I like it. And I think that has a big thing to do with it. Blake says the best scene in the series is when John eats Pickle's entire garden. I only ate yeah.
You know what,
Blake?
No, I think you're kind of right to that, because the way they edited that was funny as hell.
It was edited to make me look like I wouldn't stop.
Crunch. Well, I mean that is kind of who you are, though.
That was fun.
You're almost passed out from all the heat coming from a TV screen. Yeah, no, that'll check out. I can see that. I can absolutely see that. Neo Fighter says, if I jump in a pool in the middle of winter, it helps. I believe that probably helps. I don't know that. Believe it or not, we've been playing with that. We've been doing some of that really cold stuff. We're building up to it.
Lisa Robinson, Superhot'S is right up my brother Jason's alley. It's on my list to binge watch with my brother. He loves hot and spicy, not me so much.
Oh, awesome though. That's cool when people can sit down and watch that. I love that.
Tommy and I grew up with Lisa Robinson.
We did, and you know what? She had a cousin named Jason.
Crazy. I did the same thing.
Yeah, she had a cousin named Jason. We grew up with a lot of Robinsons. It's that part of the world. We had a lot.
Yeah.
Every time I mention the gym, I have to wash my mouth out with chocolate.
Checks out.
Oh, what a great line. I'm sorry. That's funny as hell.
Here's a good one. I'm watching the trailer to Superhot. It's awesome. I love how they said the Carolina Reaper is still the hottest pepper in the world. Ed made his mistake by not releasing Pepper X to the public.
Yep. I'm looking very much.
You know what was funny this morning? I did this media circus, this media blitz. That was just one TV interview after the other.
Literally, like an assembly line.
And in 2 of them, they said, let's talk about something. Because sometimes they said you only have 2 minutes. Sometimes they say you have 6 minutes. So 2 of them, they said, let's talk about something controversial. I'm like, let's. They said, some people say that I didn't know where he was going to go with that. Because in the chili world, you say, let's talk about something, controversial, can go anywhere. They said, "Is the Reaper the hottest?" I said, "The Reaper." I said, "It's not controversial at all. Nobody really thinks it's the hottest anymore." So that was kind of fun.
I'm a little bummed out because I would
saw that.
love that. All Alice in Wonderland fans, the National Ballet in Toronto is doing Alice again this March. I have been to this performance before. It is amazing. I have read reviews on this performance before. I have not attended it. And I used to be able to get in and out of Canada. I can't anymore. I had even after my felonies and all that, I did a deal where we had a business in Canada. We were running a charity and it was based out of Canada. And because of the amount of business we were doing, I was able to get a visa to travel in and out of the country, even with all my record. But no, that was a long time ago.
But you think of the powerheads that were
right
people that were
no,
in
exactly.
our court at the time.
Exactly.
I mean, some of the biggest heavyweights on the globe. So that made it easy.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali was
He's
one
gone.
He was one of the people that were co-signing to get us into the country. That made it really, really easy. Everything that dude wanted, that dude got. It was pretty amazing. Anything to distract your mind works. A lot of it is a mind thing.
Have you ever noticed watching somebody eat peppers? And the second they eat it, they start rearranging their desk. They're on video. They start rearranging stuff like
cleaning things up, right?
Like smoothing stuff out. It's the funniest thing in the world. That's your mind.
Everybody does it.
Trying to stay busy. It's so true.
Everybody does it. It's the funniest crap in the world. And it's funny to see how different people do it. Because I've watched people turn into stone cold tweakers.
Good example of one. Let's tell you, we're going to tell you a great example. You were the one. I know you're thinking the same one I was thinking of. Chili Chinglish.
Yeah. Well, no, but that is a great one.
Chili Chinglish did the Tube of Terror, and the second it starts hitting, I mean, he's smoothing out the tablecloth, readjusting things, keep him busy, and it happens to everybody. You know what else happens? At the beginning of all those videos, if it's a big challenge, the person doing the video always seems to stall for a few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you want to. It's just like Evel Knievel. You go up
right before the plunge.
You go up to the ramp, you look at it. He didn't want to do that. He had to.
Yes. Yeah. No. And you know what? While we mentioned that, right before we go off at the end of this this live, I want to put Chili Chinglish's links up so that you guys can actually go and watch that video because Chili Chinglish is awesome.
Yeah, he's so good.
Absolutely awesome. And his attempt at the Tube of Terror, like when I say you don't have to necessarily succeed in a challenge to win, that's one of the great examples of it. That dude goes at that Tube of Terror as hard as anybody.
Here's the thing, though. Everything he ever does, he does like that.
That's how he does everything he ever does. Easy to like. Really easy guy to like.
Also, for those interested, after this concludes, I'll be on Chase the Heat for... I'm not going to commit to an hour, but I'll be on Chase the Heat for a live stream there.
So there'll be more.
There'll be more.
There'll be more Johnny Scoville.
Will you join me?
I will meander over there and see what.
Look at that.
I'll go over there and check that out.
Oh, Lady J says food shouldn't hurt us. That's the whole point of making sure it's taste first. I love that.
That really does make a hell of a lot of sense. That's as good an argument for not eating peppers as I've ever heard. I'm just saying. It really is. That's a very, what's funny about the pepper to me is this plant came up with a way to try to keep animals like us from eating the fruit. Right?
What it is, if you go to in the jungle, you like the tree frogs, the painted tree frogs. That's a visual. You're not supposed to touch them. If you do, there's a problem. That's the pepper is the visual and the smell version of that. Somebody asked me, Roxanne. Thank you, Roxanne.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Somebody asked, "What's the hottest pepper that I've eaten so far?" The hottest pepper, I've eaten 3 that are just equal in heat, and there are the chocolate primatale, the Omega Pod, and the Louisiana Creeper. And those are the hottest pods I've ever had, but they're all about the same level.
Roxanne. I'm sorry. You just want to bust into
right.
Yeah, the
super hot
Eddie Murphy version from 48 Hours when he's sitting in the jail cell. Such a good scene. Sorry, it's a great scene. Super hot vegan. I love this. Somebody's getting the big picture.
Oh, but the Pepper X scandal controversy will take the series to a new level.
Do you think?
Pining for that.
Yeah, I think that there's a pretty good chance that's going to happen. Right? Good timing on Homeboy's part. Right? You couldn't have done any better if you paid him. That's, you know what?
Thank you, Super Hot Vegan.
Thank you so much. And you're very astute. In my opinion, I think that that's something that is going to propel this. And I don't think that was really in the deck until that there was that big X thing right before it came out.
Yep.
And that, Jen Marie says, why did my throat burn just watching the show?
Sympathy pain.
Yeah, that I'm not actually surprised by that. I don't watch my brother do challenges like ever. For real, I can't stand watching him do challenges. If I'm there and I'm eating it, it's one thing. I can't stand watching him do challenges. I don't like watching him do competitions or any of that stuff. I know exactly how bad it hurts. When people talk about overnight successes and all of that stuff, I mean, 5,000 videos, right? So that's 5,000, right? 5,000 times at a bare minimum that he's going on there and torching himself. Cap cramps, burning his mouth. Boy, oh boy, a lot of pain for that overnight success, man. I'm glad I don't burn.
Jason P, thank you so much.
Yeah, Jen Marie too. You know what? I understand that. I really do. I can't watch it. But you know what's funny? When you say my throat burns, if you've never eaten any of these super hot peppers, one of the really unique things is each one of them will burn you differently. I mean that. Like you eat the habanero pepper. I hate the habanero pepper, right? But you just chow down on a habanero, a fresh one, and it feels like somebody has taken a tattoo gun to your tongue.
True.
It feels like needles being jabbed into your tongue. It is the worst. I hate that feeling. But when you eat the Carolina Reaper and you get that really horrific burnt taste, it's a terrible taste of pepper. I'm sorry. I can't stand the taste of that pepper. Nobody likes the taste of that pepper.
No, here's the
It's
thing.
hot.
No, but here's the thing. You have to understand something. If your tolerance isn't really high, it tastes like just
burning,
regret and badness.
It
and
tastes
just
like
evil.
Burning. It tastes
It
like a
does.
bad decision. That's
It
what
does.
it tastes
It
like.
does. And remorse and just
have some bad decisions.
But if your tolerance is really hot, the higher you talk, like I've eaten them sometimes where they taste like poison. I've had them sometimes where they taste like a spicy raspberry.
Out of curiosity, how many times am I going to have to torch myself before the Carolina Reaper?
A lot.
Okay, because I feel like I've put a little time in. I mean,
yeah, but here's the thing:
I'm not a rookie.
No, but that's like running 2 miles now, and then 6 months from now, trying to think you can run a marathon. You got to keep it up.
Stop. Prior to the lifeboat, I immersed myself in all things capsaicin, including how many bottles of damn tincture did I drink?
Yeah, but here's the thing: did you ever listen? Let's talk about that. Did you ever see me, older brother, do stupid things? Did you ever see me? And be honest, drink a bottle of tincture ever? Even since you've done that, have you still ever seen me? All right, so maybe that's a dumb thing to do.
From the man who shot hot sauce into his eyeball.
Okay, but if I'm telling you that that's something that I wouldn't do, maybe you should have rethought that.
It was shameless promotion for the lifeboat is all it was. I had my lip tattooed also. Over super Flick, the inside of my lip didn't bother me at all with the tattoo. That didn't hurt bad. But that sensation. It's not like a burn like anything else. It's not like the sensation of the taste bud feels like a tattoo. It's a very odd thing. There's nothing else in the
I got a bunch of
community
people that want a video of us kind of showing ink off. And this isn't a good place to do that, but at some point.
Tommy puking makes me nearly puke.
Generally, he has one of the most amazing vomit sounds of all time.
My dry hurl has
dry.
Yeah.
You don't ever dry hurl. What are you talking about? Dry hurl.
You
guys ever see him have a dry hurl? I don't remember that. I must have missed that video.
Are you referring to the milk incident?
Maybe, or the Sprite, or the banana.
The milk incident.
Or the surstroming, or the surstroming, or the surstroming.
Yeah,
there's still never been a dry heat. No, you know what? You do. You have a couple.
There's been a couple.
But really immediately followed by a wet one.
Yeah, no. The challenge thing, you know what? Everything I do is shameless promotion to try to take the lifeboat a little farther. So I ate a lot of really hot stuff. I did the tuba terror. I ate that terrible fish that smells so bad, and then that terrible fish left outside for 3 weeks in the Mojave Desert. What are you doing?
I was going to give you a wet willy. Someone said, "Did somebody say wet willy?"
Dude, I will take you off the planet. Susie Q says, I can't deal with those. I can't say I blame you. Mr. Wolf, I will take that as a badge of honor. I really will. The milk challenge was the best hurling that I've ever seen in my life.
That was great.
You know what? It
really was good.
That really was incredible. If you've never seen somebody throw 1 gallon of milk from their body onto the lawn in 3 seconds flat, it's worth looking at.
Anik, I feel bad for look at Anik said something great. I feel bad for Tommy. Oops.
That's Spank.
I feel bad for Tommy. He's but his retching always makes me burst out laughing. I just can't help it. He really is great.
Do you know how many people have said that have honestly emails, things that I've gotten? I've had people write to me and say, I do not get along with my mother. Like the two of us can't stand each other, but we put on your Systroming video, and for 15 minutes we were best friends. Like we sat there just laughing hysterically, and we just, I've gotten so many, people that said in the worst times of their life that thing just, had them rolling around on the floor, which is good because as bad as that tasted and smelled and,
something that we should talk about because there's something that occurred to us. I don't know if it was yesterday.
No,
pretty recently. Here's the thing: if you want to know who you look like, start a YouTube channel. You're going to have people tell you on the regular who you look like
every day.
Now, do you think Tom and I look alike? I don't think anybody can doubt that. We look very, very much alike. Now, I have been told 10 million times in my life that I look like Robert De Niro. 10 million times.
Yeah.
Have you ever been told that?
I've never been told I look like Robert De Niro.
I've been told 1 million times I look like John Malkovich. Have you ever heard that?
I've never been told I look like John Malkovich.
Now you get told you look like
Steve Martin. I get a lot.
Never heard that one.
You never?
Not once.
Vin Diesel. I used to get Vin Diesel a lot.
Nothing.
And the guy from Hellboy. I get that one a lot too.
Who? Not
Ron
Perlman?
Ron Perlman.
Never heard that one either.
Hellboy.
Isn't that odd though? Tell me that's not odd. I think that's odd.
It is odd, right?
Nick, dude, thank you so much. Love you, man.
Nick, love you too, man. Big time.
Thank you so much. But isn't that weird? I think it's very strange that even though we look a lot alike, no one has ever said that he looks like.
No, that is really, really odd.
It is strange.
Yeah, no one ever tells me that.
I've been with you 100 times when someone tells you look like Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
100 times.
One of the funniest things ever was with Spanky when he was a little kid. We were in a store once when somebody came up thinking I was Vin, and my kid, who was barely old enough to talk, wanted me to just roll with it and lie. Calhoun was instantly ready for the, tell her. No reason not to,
Oh, that's so funny.
I am prettier than Vin. Well, I'll take that, Mile High Hokey. That's a very nice thing to say. Vin Diesel is too short. I think I'm probably a little taller than him. Johnny does have the De Niro squint. If you see pictures, like old pictures of Johnny, it really, really stood out. Guns and Reapers. Speaking of my Tube of Terror debacle.
Oh, she's dreaming.
Yeah, she is dreaming. Yeah, Guns and Reapers was right there with me on that fateful evening. I'm not kidding. Goldberg. Have you ever got Goldberg?
On the regular.
See, I get Goldberg.
I do get
Goldberg.
There, we finally got.
Yep, I get Goldberg all the time, but only if I've got the.
Neo says Tommy looked like the enemy in the movie The Mask.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and you know what? I can see.
I can too.
That does not. You know what, Neo? That I can actually see that. That's not. I don't think you're way off on that.
Sue B, I was getting my luggage once in New York, and this older dude stood next to me. I'm standing next to Tommy. He goes, "Are you growing the goatee for a movie role?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" He goes, the goatee, you growing it for a movie role? I said, "No." And he goes, "You John Malkovich?" I said, "John Scoville." Beat you. It's pretty funny though.
Well, you know what? The Frank Zappa, I've been told that too. I have been, and you know what? The other one I get, and I didn't get it until recently, but when I grew my hair out, I used to get Carlin a lot.
I can see that.
Carlin a lot. You know what though? I love Carlin so much, even though he was an old.
The right outfit, you could almost be one of the Mario brothers.
That's awfully uncalled for. You know what I mean?
You know what made me think of that? The two of us together made me think of that.
Okay, you know what? Since we're going down that road, thanks for Debbie with the assist. Debbie with the assist says, Johnny, if you put on a top hat, you could be the Monopoly man.
That's great. I love that. That's awesome.
Oh, can we get you a striped suit?
Uncle Festus.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I
You're,
need a,
talking, you're talking about from guns.
I need a standing egg count. I need a standing egg count.
Oh my God, from Gunsmoke. Oh, that may be the greatest thing that has ever happened in the history of man. Somebody calling you Uncle Festus. Please, this is Gunsmoke, right? They're talking about the guy that rode the donkey. Yeah, they're talking about the cat that rode the donkey.
He's tucked his pants into his boots.
Yeah, and shuffled along something fierce. Right? It was not really great. Johnny is Uncle Sam. You know what? I've heard that one. I actually made him into Uncle Sam. Do you remember that? I did a post for you.
What was that?
Or maybe it was for me, but I made a post of you with the hat and all that as Uncle Sam doing the I want you to eat something hot.
If you guys go to my Instagram, I put a post a while back of all the people that people claimed I look like over the years. And there's like 10 people. I mean, you can kind of see. You notice I get a lot? Stabler from Law and Order. I get that sometimes.
Anna Marosa, good to see you. It's funny. Somebody left a comment on a video that was like 2.5 years old or something. And I saw your name. You were a comment right next to one. I just happened to be answering it. You know, people end up commenting on really, really old videos, and every once in a while it'll pop up. You'll be like, holy hell. You know, what were you doing watching this? You know, really, really old ones. But I saw your name. Always a pleasure to see you. Of the Dawn. I always thought he looked like Master Roshi.
She meant Uncle Festus from the Addams Family.
Oh, far better. Oh my God, that's funnier. Huh? You mean him, not me, right? Because this is not funny at all if you're talking about me.
What are you talking about? I'm laughing about you. She didn't mean me.
No. She meant you.
No, she meant you.
No.
You watch.
No.
He's going to say you.
No.
Look.
Sloth
Here we
from
go.
the Goonies. Floss from the Goonies. Zippy.
Tommy.
Zippy.
Tommy.
Don't
Come
do it
on,
to me.
Tommy.
Don't do it to me.
Give me Tommy. Give me Tommy. Tommy. No whammies.
See that? They're feared. They're feared.
They
All right,
are.
wrenches on the ready. Wrenches, you know what to do. You know what to do. Honestly, no, they're afraid. Uh-oh. Look at that.
No.
They all answered so fast that we didn't even see it. Oh, see that?
No.
Feared.
Voldemort from Harry Potter.
You
There
know
go,
something?
Joe.
You know something? I will rock that. I will.
Jennifer answered it. A little from column A, a little from column B.
I want to tell you something. The
Tommy
Baltimore
could be
thing,
Luigi. See, I told you. That's what I was thinking.
you know something? I'm really kind of grooving to the Voldemort thing. I mean, if can we get a T-shirt that has a picture just like the the outline, the shadow of the face, and it'll say, what do they call him? He will not be named. Wasn't it? He can't drop his name or some such.
Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't think he had a name for it. You just couldn't say it.
I know that makes you happy. Everybody says.
Can I tell you something?
They don't care.
Hydrating. I don't care as long as you're hydrating.
That he who must not be named. Calhoun, thank you. Thank
there
you.
he is, right there. Oh,
Yeah, no, I can see that. In fact, hold on. I'd have to shave the mustache.
you gotta smash your nose so it encompasses your whole face.
No, I kind of got the nose. I just need to. It's the stash that's going to blow it. I'm not going to be able to unsee that. It's brilliant. It is. It's going to make it easier, though. I promise you. You're going to miss Voldemort show? I thought not. Show your shirt. Oh, my shirt says Sewanaka Lacrosse, 1955 is what it says.
Well, that is heat me, not eat me.
Yes,
It's an age.
that is heat him. And this says Sewanaka. It's a school in Long Island that had one of the longest winning streaks in the history of high school sports. And that winning streak was for It's the wrong one, though, isn't it?
I was gonna tell you that.
She said, take the shirt off. Oh, I'm sorry. See that? I wasn't paying attention. Jonathan Hillstrand, captain of Deadliest Catch. I don't know who that is. There's only one bald man I love, and he's not here. I beg to differ, V.
Right?
I beg to differ. I know you love me. Wait.
I look like Greg Jackson, the UFC coach. I look like him. I look like Leonard Susskind, the physicist.
Hold on. I made it, and I haven't been able to catch a live in too long. So this is Mike Cannonball saying, hey, y'all. Stoked to see Jay Shaw. Very, very happy that you're here. You picked a good one. We've got, we have the Johnny Scoville.
That's Festus.
There's Festus. And
Festus
you know what?
Hagen.
Look, Festus Hagen. That's right. And with this thing that you got going on here, right?
You know, but yours is dark. You're a match, dude.
Well, yeah, but this is just for men.
Boy, you gotta respect the dude who's gonna just get right out in front of it.
It's not gonna it's just not really brown. Christopher Maloney.
Uh-oh, she can't see it now.
Christopher Maloney.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was the one that my brother used to get a lot. You know what the other one that I used to get? There was a guy that used to do a show called NCIS. And once
oh yeah. He was
you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, he was in a spin-off show too. What's that dude's name?
Bull. Did you just say Bull?
No, what was his name?
Question: what is the Monopoly man's name? Johnny Scoville. Pretty sure it's Johnny Scoville. Anthony DiNozzo? No.
Yes, that's exactly who she's thinking of.
But that's not the guy I'm talking about. The guy I'm talking about was a completely different dude. It was a different NCIS character from long ago. Long ago. And but twice I was flying to New Orleans, and twice in one day somebody walked up and went, you look like the dude from NCIS 25 years ago, people. Not this is a really old NCIS, but because I like DiNozzo, but I know who that is. This was somebody. Then you need to look at the very, very early ones, and you will see it was an NCIS somewhere else. You know what the guy's name was? Oh, crap, I had it. He what was the guy that did Quantum Leap?
Oh, yeah, I know. Kevin. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bakula.
Bakula.
I think that might have been the dude that, if not, he looks a lot like that dude. Zach D. I hope you two are doing well. I think that we are. Going to send me a picture of someone I know. It's Johnny's doppelganger. Nate B. Send it. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
We will get our laugh on.
Milburn Penny Bags.
Milburn
says that's going to be your Mr. Monopoly.
That's a solid name right there. Milburn Pennybags.
I'll believe it. Milburn.
Tight, really.
If they name you Milburn, you're going to end up exchanging money.
I mean, you're not going to be poor.
No,
it's a lock. You're going to be rich. You know,
Scott Bakula. There you go.
But that's not Scott Bakula. That is this was the guy that played football for that dude's. I know what you're talking about. He was an excellent football player, and way handsomer than me. I'm talking about two really different dudes. Yeah, that's Mark Harmon. Thank you. Mark Harmon, totally different. Mark Harmon is handsome, right?
His sister was a knockout too.
We're confusing.
Still is a knockout.
Mark Harmon has a sister?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I told? Yeah, that is the dude. But older pictures, yeah, that's a good look. Who do you play in Funny Farm?
That guy's the dad and everything. Dear.
That guy's the dad in everything. Such a great line. Holy hell. Who did I play in Funny Farm? The guy that I was stealing signs.
That name. Little delinquent punk kid who steals signs. There you go.
I was stealing signs.
Delinquent, thieving, punk, high school, ne'er-do-well.
Yeah, I was typecast. Mark Harmon's sister was Rizzoli. Hello. See? I have no idea. I know who that is. That is, yeah.
It's in your email.
Okay. Let's see what your email.
I would check your email, but I can't do that.
Out of my iPad.
You gonna strike me or something?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm sorry, but you brought that on yourself.
Conditions I live under.
When's the last time I hit you? Keep it real. It's been decades. And I only hit him because he hit me first.
Jed, you're hilarious. Thank you. But listen, that ship sailed a long time ago.
What's that, hair?
No, the handsome thing. She's very sweet, but
that's a kind thing to say.
It is, but
it's horse feces, but it is a kind thing to say. You know what? I am not seeing that email yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. So that's all my inboxes right there. And then we get up to this one here. And yep, no, I got my nope, I got nothing. I got nothing.
You said to chase.
Yeah, I got nothing. Calhoun, pull that up. You know what? He's a lot smarter than I am. Calhoun, see if you can pull that up. I was
Pull what up?
what's that? What was it? What was it we were trying to? I forgot what the hell.
What are we?
What was I
What are
trying
we
to
pulling up?
No clue, Calhoun. I forgot. I mean, honestly,
I'm looking up an email because you couldn't pull up your own email. That's what we're trying to do.
Oh yeah, I had an email sent to me, Calhoun.
See, that's how simple you got to get to your email. It's not here yet, but that's how simple it would have taken, just like that.
Jerk off. I pulled up my email right here. Like, this is my email. It's not like I can't pull it up. It's not there. Heck, you know, sometimes seeing Mark Harmon do way too good a job playing Ted Bundy almost wrecked me.
Oh, right. You know what? I knew somebody else who was really busted about
this.
That.
This is something that I have heard.
I've heard a bunch of people say.
I've heard a bunch of people who that has got to tell you something. That really has got to tell you something about, you know, just how good an actor the dude is, right? Just how much he hit that out of the park, right? Because if you could go from loving him to hating him, you know what? There's that's really pretty.
What did I miss?
What did you miss? Are you
Oh,
looking
look
at
at
the
that.
screen?
Wow, that looks...
They don't call it dope for nothing.
No, I was looking for comments here. I wasn't looking on the screen for pictures. Yeah, I can see that.
Uh-oh. And I'll handle this. And C. Come on, we're just trying to have fun here. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on. All right, we're trying to have fun. Debbie Logan says, oh my God. The guy would play the teacher in Kung Fu that called him Grasshopper. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. I absolutely diet. But I've been waiting to drop that line for so long.
And it's a Quagmire.
It's
a line that Quagmire dropped in Family Guy.
You know what? You don't get to work that in.
It's a hard one to drop.
It's a very difficult line to work into any kind of a comedy routine. So I really appreciate that. I know that not many people got it, but boy, it tickled the hell out of me.
It paralyzed me for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That is just good stuff. I am sorry, but it is. Yeah. It's really funny. The as people, when more people know who you are, right? It's funny how many people immediately, instantly go, I know someone that looks exactly like you. Before anyone knew who I was, nobody ever came up and said that.
Weird? You know another thing that's weird?
What?
Having somebody walk up and tell you who you are. Like nobody ever did that before I start. Now I get up, you're Johnny Scoville. I'm like, yeah. They tell, like, I've never done that. Like I've never done that. It's weird. It never happened to me before. And now it happens all the time. People tell me who I am.
Yes.
It's just the strangest phenomenon. Like,
thank you. I know. Good looking out.
Yeah, you got me.
I know what you're saying, and I bet I know you. So what you're saying is, I should take compliments better, and you're right. I should, and I am working at it. I really am.
That's
I am. I'm working at it. I promise. And you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. But you're right. And thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. I'm working on it. I mean it. I'm working on that.
Oh, I love this Henny comment. Are you joking me? Funny story. I was in the eye surgery center when this man said, ma'am, do you know who you look like? He says, Lucille Ball. I'm dark haired. I told him I was in the right place.
Yeah, that's funny.
You're awesome, Annie.
Zippy Mikado wants to know, are those dimples hiding behind that beard? You know what? No one knows. It's been so long. No one knows what's under that. I assume rodents and other things living, but dimples, no telling. Question. Here's a good one. This is a good question. One of my favorites, comes up a lot.
Brianna asks, have I tried Pepper X? No, I would love to, but I have not. He's not releasing that because people would know how hot it is. Neophyter, good to see you again. Look at this. In the
Thank
deep
you.
pool enough for Johnny? Do you have a backflip in this?
Absolutely, it is. Could you throw a backflip into the pool? Is it deep enough?
Oh, sure.
Oh, he could absolutely
Oh,
blow
you
a back,
know what?
do a
That would be
backflip while eating a pepper.
Well, this summer we'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely he could. Absolutely he could. Although we've got some really, really crazy stuff that's going to be coming up. Did you hear that?
Wow.
Not from us, though. We're doing some crazy stuff. It'll be a wild year, 2024.
She can't hear
Wild
us.
year.
She can't hear
Wild
us.
year.
Didn't this guy No, she's gonna listen. This is what happens. We're gonna jump out of an airplane again.
Yeah, I think that there's probably the bailiff on night court. Bull? You think I look like Bull?
I loved him. He was
Bull was great.
He was fantastic.
Bull was great. I actually really dug that character. Do y'all have to shave your heads every day, or is it naturally smooth sailing? What do you think, Johnny Scoville? Do you have to shave that thing every day?
I don't, but I choose to because I
Okay.
like the feel.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I shave it every day. I like a nice clean look. But you know what? I've done it for so long. I do it in the shower. I shave my head faster than most guys can shave their face. You know, I mean, I do it very quickly.
I have to shave my head every single day. That's just that is the reality for me, is that I definitely have to shave my head every day, or just be a matter of time before I look like Dr. Phil. And I'm really not ready to go down.
And here's
that
the
road.
deal, though. Have you done your Dr. Phil?
I've never.
Have you done your Dr. Phil invitation?
No.
He does the most amazing Dr. Phil invitation. It would.
I will do it on here, but I'm gonna do it right, and that requires actually like
Prep time.
Yeah, I gotta do the cul-de-sac. I'll get the I get the razor out and shave it, so I've got the absolute perfect Dr. Phil.
The cul-de-sac.
Yeah, the cul-de-sac. You know what I mean? Because if I
I
don't
know,
shave it,
reverse peninsula.
well, if I don't shave it, I have a peninsula. I mean, it's thin as hell. It's not one you'd want to walk on, but there is a thin jetty that is there on the top. It's like 16 hairs. When I was in prison, I actually had to have them all lined up for the ponytail. Right, you had to have them all lined up side by side if you wanted to cover the top.
An air balloon would be so good.
I do like this reference. The do you
never
wear
done
short
that.
shorts? You've never done a hot air balloon?
No, I've been in one. It scared the crap out of me. I never jumped out of one. I think I'd like to do that.
You mean skydive out of one?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that would be great.
It would be just the
That's
exit out of the plane is always a drag. I don't care how many-
that's a very cool concept. Stepping,
just
but
ultimate quiet.
I have jumped out of a hot air balloon,
I have not.
but I had a bungee
yeah.
cord attached to my feet. I did it in Colorado. I jumped out of a hot air balloon with a bungee attached to my feet, and I did not like it. Not one little bit. Not my thing. I don't enjoy the bungee jumping. I mean, I would do it again because it's a guy card thing. Like if everybody's doing it, I'm going to do it. But I don't like that feeling at all. Skydiving was way more fun. That feeling when you go and then it launches you back up. No, I don't like that feeling at all. So I'm not doing that. Not doing that. You know what this moron wants to do?
What, me?
Wingsuit.
Oh, we're
You familiar
doing.
with this?
I'm not saying we. You don't have to, but I'm doing it.
You understand the concept behind this? You put on a suit, and instead of just being a skydiver, right, which should be all kinds of fun, now you're an actual airplane, right? Because they've turned you into a foil, right? You just have a wing. Cool concept. The trouble is you don't have any perspective with this wing. Like you're flying around, but you don't know if you're doing anything cool because there's nothing you're sailing by, right? Going fast. So these idiots who do this need to get closer to the land so that they have some perspective on the fact that they're falling, right? So they do it like skiers, like they're skiing down a trail, except they're flying down this trail. This is a bad idea, right? It goes all the way around. This is a bad idea. Yeah?
It's a great idea.
It's a terrible idea.
Doesn't matter. I'm doing it.
Well, yes, Johnny the Flying Squirrel. Shannon Smith says,
Here's the thing, idiots. Here's the thing. I'm going to be very good at it. I can just tell you right now. I know I'm going to be very good at it.
And hence, you'll push it. You'll see how close you can get. He'll try to be picking up a pack of cigarettes off the ground as he's going down. I mean, that kind of stupid stuff, high-fiving people on the way by. Yeah. And you know what happens to those guys? Virtually every one of them.
Like the Family Guy.
The Family Guy episode where they're threading the needle and he just goes, whack!
Striker Fox.
It's a sad
He
scene.
smacks the rock.
It's a sad scene. Have you seen a trampoline?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Yeah, but hooked to a hot air balloon and people are jumping on it.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Yep. But once again, these are the things that I look at and I go,
Wile E. Coyote style.
no.
Neo says, if I shave my head, I look like a watermelon.
Really?
I've been bungee jumping twice in Tennessee. It was an adrenaline.
It's absolutely
sure
an
is.
adrenaline rush. I don't like the adrenaline rush, that particular one, but it's definitely adrenaline rush. Anytime you step off of something, right, and you fall for anywhere near a second, your brain goes, it's over, right? Seriously, think about it. If you fall for a second, your brain thinks that's the end of the ball game, and it prepares you for that. So you get all kinds of cool
great
drugs.
picture. Banks, you're a genius. Put that on the screen, dude.
You know what?
This is what is it? 16-year-old Tommy
That could be
in the back in the center. That's about a 16. Is that 16 or 15?
That's actually almost 18.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's just under 18.
Okay, 17-year-old Tommy Scoville. Look at that.
That was
19. He was 19 there.
it came out in 89, but I filmed it in 88. So I was it was filmed literally like a couple of months before I turned 18. By the time it came
You know why he nailed this scene?
Because I was a
You don't look very bright. You just don't. Sorry, man. You have that look about you. Like you are burdened by deep thought.
I'm not playing Shakespeare here, bro. You know what I mean? I'm playing a hick that steals road signs. I'm not supposed to be looking.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Tommy looks kind of like Stanley Tucci.
I love it.
All right, that's not nice. Right?
That's classic.
Come on, I was trying to have fun here. Oh
wow!
You actually have it.
And he makes off with his side.
Yes, that is that is funny.
It's
as
such a
hell.
great movie.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? I actually met somebody in my life, right, who I'm talking to, and they're from outside the United States, and they say to me, "My favorite film of all time was filmed where you grew up." And I said, "What's your favorite film of all time?" Funny Farm with Chevy Chase. I was like, "No, it isn't. No, for real. It's my favorite movie of all
I think
time."
you're getting set up.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's like my brother told you.
yeah, I'm like, who put you up to
this?
this, right? Yeah, this doesn't make any sense, right? You know, nobody's favorite movie was Funny Farm, right? My mom's favorite movie isn't Funny Farm. It's
That's a fact.
no, she's not. Well, I mean, it's funny, but it's not anybody's favorite movie. But it really was. And I said, "Oh, me, remember the kid that steals the road signs?" Because I'm on twice. There's two different scenes where me and that other kid steal road signs. But she's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "That's me." And she blew an O-ring. It was somebody from the boat. It's actually, you know who it was? Lady Crispin and her entire family. Their favorite movie. That's just funny. Skydiving, surviving together. You need that on your bucket list. You're never gonna ever forget that.
You know what's amazing? How many times have everybody has seen skydive videos? Have you ever seen somebody have a sky video and like not have a good time? They might freak out and scream for the first second or two. After that, they're like, "Oh, this is what it is. I didn't realize." And they have a good time.
Deshaun Kelly's favorite movie is Friday the 13th. Not sure how I feel about that, Deshaun. I don't know. Not sure how I feel about that. You scare me a little bit. Would it be the original with what's her name? You know, what's her name? Come on.
It's what's her name?
Love a good food truck.
No, we're talking about come on, what was her name? She was in Trading Places, the classic horror queen.
Yeah, Trading Places. She was also in that movie with Schwarzenegger, True Lies.
True Lies. Come on, horror queen, B movie horror queen.
Her dad was super famous.
Oh, what's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Thank you,
Ben Turner.
Thank you.
I hate that. You know what the problem? You know why I can't do that? The recall smashed
because of all the pot you smoked. Huh?
I was gonna make a list, but yeah,
it's probably all that pot you smoked. It's just a pot. Honestly, I don't know how much your favorite film is The Blues Brothers. Really?
Wow.
Well, you've come to the right place. We're fans of that film.
Maybe.
I can't I couldn't even begin to put a number on how many times I've seen that. But I would go out on a limb and say it's in the high hundreds.
I've seen it a lot.
Who's the other actor? Kind of looked like River Phoenix, kind of that smirk. Oh, that smirk. You're talking about the guy that pretends to be
Feldman?
No. Good guess though. You could just drop Feldman at any point. No, it's the guy that talks like this. Like he's always trying to he was in Heathers. Come on, man. Help me. Help me. You know this. Help me. We're on a mission from God.
I got nothing.
Planes, Trains, and Not Christian Slater. Thank you. I knew one of you'd get it. You guys are all fantastic. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Boy, is that a good movie.
Classic. Uncle Buck, also a classic I like at that time of year. But Funny Farm.
All you gotta do is toss one movie out, and we just leave the main road.
I know.
We're in the bushes. Next thing you know, we're like,
I know. It's the truth. Served Dan Aykroyd at a tragically hip concert. Wow. Very cool.
it's unbelievable he'd be at a tragically hip concert.
That's kind of a bummer because he's really sort of a master bluesman. You know, he was Elwood Blues. Young Frankenstein is my favorite movie. Lori, you have excellent taste.
Boy, that was
The original with Betsy Palmer.
Scoville was a huge fan.
Yep, the original with Betsy Palmer. Thank you, Deshaun. That's a lot more legit, right? That is actually a really solid film. Question: any epic pranks you guys played on each other? Oh Lord, are you kidding me? Oh Lord, are you kidding me? Yes, there were epic, and I was the foil to every one of these epic. There was not like back and forth things. It all went one way. What hump? Classic. Yeah. You've heard my weak stomach, right?
You got liarrhea. He's got liarrhea.
No. This is we've already talked about this. You've already
but more than likely, people who heard that weren't on the last one.
Well, if you've seen the first Stroming video, you've heard this story. But what
that's right.
Johnny would take he took a burrito.
I wouldn't. You say he would. I did it one time. It happened once.
Took a burrito. That's because you know once you fall for it, you wouldn't fall for it again. But he took all of the insides out of a beef and bean shredded burrito. Right. Keep in mind there was no microwave stuff back then. You had to cook these things in an oven. Right. Microwaves had just come out, so nobody was really hip to these things. But he had first come into the living room and said, "Hey, your cat made a mess, and you need to clean it." And I said, "Come on, man, do it for me because I got bad guts." Like the Italians say schivare, right? Skeeve, you know that sound word. So I'm like, "Oh, come on, man. That will make me hurl. Please." I'm begging him, right? Please. So finally, after really busting my chops about it, he agrees to clean this up. So he comes back and he's got the paper towel in his hand, and it's got all of the cat stuff all over the paper towel, right? Now it's the inside of a burrito, but it absolutely looks the part of something he has cleaned. And you gotta like the paper towel has been smudged, like you can see he's done it well. And he went and shoved it in his face and started chewing. And he looked up at me with this like demonic grin with all this, what I think is feces in his teeth and on his chin. And he goes, "So it's actually not bad." And I screamed.
He screamed, you know what you screamed? He screamed, "You're not my brother." We lived on a lot of land. He disappeared into the woods and didn't come back for hours.
That was a long time before I went back. That's because I had just watched my brother eat cat poop. You know what I mean? Or cat vomit. I wasn't sure which one it was. It didn't much matter, but I had this unreal image of him with it in his teeth, right? Now, keep in mind that by this time in my life, I had seen him pick up a June bug, right? And bite it in half like, what's his name? Beetlejuice. Exact same scene. Right in the middle of talking to an entire family, right? Even grandma. He went, bit a June bug that ran across the table. We were outside at a picnic and just continued to eat. And as he's talking, you can see like June bug legs and things in his teeth. Johnny's not.
Listen, you know what?
Johnny's got issues. He's got big.
Neo
issues.
Fighter. What a rock star Neo Fighter is. Thank you
he's
so much.
crushing. Really appreciate all.
I
the
saw
support.
a crane today. It was huge. Beautiful. What a great bird that is.
I love any of the big birds, man. You know what I mean? The really majestic looking.
Have you ever seen this bird? The shoebill?
I beg your pardon?
Shoebill.
He owes me money.
Listen, this shoebill's got to be, first of all, the thing is about 6 feet tall.
Look at
It's
this.
the biggest thing you ever saw.
Your poor mother.
Right?
Yes. You've met my mom.
Okay, but listen, the shoebill, it makes the craziest noise. It sounds like
I know this. It can mimic anything.
no, that's the lyrebird.
Oh, that's the lyrebird.
Which is another fantastic creature.
Yeah, it can do chainsaws. It can do anything. It's a
liar.
very- it's a liar.
You know why it
It
does
can't
that?
be trusted.
It's doing that to win over chicks.
Really?
Yeah. This is what it is. Whoever has the best song can do it. So if it's going to load up on it, he's got a repertoire, dude. He's got best of. He can pull stuff back for like
You
his
think you like
70s
the
album.
Beatles, right?
For
Tries to
real,
put
dude.
Husqvarna on for size. Well, you want a little Husqvarna.
He can do it shudder for mechanic.
Any noise that this thing hears, it can mimic and then spit back apparently to its old lady.
That's
In
what's
an-
happening.
in an
And
attempt
it
to
isn't
impress
just her. It's all the listen, he's playing them all. He's a pimp.
Dude, you really ate cat crap? No, but it looked exactly
Yeah,
like
see, that's how things get carried on. That's things get crazy.
this
It
is-
was
yeah.
just
it was a show.
a burrito.
But it looked amazingly like it.
It was a
But you
burrito.
know, if you do come in at the wrong time, this is probably why people think that Ozzy bit the head off a bat. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pretty sure he bit the head off a bat.
Mile High Ho. Did you read that? Thank you for delightful evening. I can't remember the last time I laughed for a whole hour.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
you.
awesome. Neo Fighter, you are a beast. Kneel before the shoe bed.
It needs respect. Listen, the noise it makes his beak does one of these. It vibrates and it sounds. It has a terrifying sound.
That's funny. Hold on. This is funny. Question. Does Johnny have to use purple shampoo to keep the beard so snowy white?
No, it's just the opposite that Tommy uses to make his not so beardy snowy white. No, this is. I don't use anything. You know what I use on this? Hey, listen, I use Dove conditioner.
Yeah, he uses Dove conditioner, and I just wash. Little soap and water. I don't really get into all of that treating stuff. I think I just use Dove. Might be Dove.
Question.
Question.
This is an important one.
Question. Does Quick Meds accept Medicare and or Medicaid? And will the methadone or will they do methadone or just Suboxone? Found out my doctor is retiring day before my appointment. 0 notice, and 99.9% pain clinics will want more tests. I have not seen them do anything with methadone, and I have never seen methadone written in a prescription unless you're sitting in a doctor's office. It is considered far more dangerous, right, than Suboxone in terms of the ability to die on it, right? They're very, very tight with that, so you're not going to be able to pull that off at a Quick MD. You're going to have to go into a place. Your best bet, right, especially if you're not doing anything but, your best bet might be to go to a clinic. I know that sucks, but that might be your best bet, because if it's about pain, right, the best you're going to do for that is definitely going to be methadone. If your issue is pain related, then Suboxone's not your drug. It just isn't. It's a painkiller, but it's not for long-term pain. Like really, methadone is way better for that.
Well, I was reading your comments, and Nancy said, "I'd love to meet your mother." Well, they can hear me and they can't see me because
You're too short.
I'm too short, and you guys have abused me verbally so much, and you are not going to do any flips off the house.
We never abused anybody. That's a terrible thing to say. People are going to believe that.
For real.
By that, she means we vomited a lot and did
dumb,
we
stupid
did a lot
son
of stupid
stuff.
and there was that bank robbery thing, but I didn't.
What about when you would?
Oh no! Don't start down that road. What are we doing?
Rutland,
No,
Windsor.
No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna-
Oh.
you know
Yeah,
what?
you know what?
It's all fun and games until Mama Scoville walks into the office. All right, everybody, we're going over to chase the heat.
Join me there.
Right here. That is
Perfect.
you just
Nailed it.
nailed it. She's a pro. The legend is in the
Sorry.
house. Do you see that? The legend is in the house. They're not. They were referring to you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're not talking about Johnny. Johnny freaks out when you call him a legend, even
You
in
done
spite of
messed
the
up.
fact that he's a legend. I know you can't let her that close to a camera, but honestly, the reason that she's never on film is we set the camera up that if you're anything, say 5 feet or below, you're just not going to show up. And Mama Scoville is built close to the ground. She's
A
vertically
low center of
challenged.
gravity.
She's vertically challenged.
But I married your father who was tall.
That's right.
I said, "Gee."
I know, but if you had married somebody that was 5'7", I'd have played in the NFL. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I was huge. If I could have just had you, it was all dad. I didn't
This
get any of that.
this can't go well. This is not going down a good
Okay,
road.
that was a cat in a basket. Calhoun, you gonna say hello? He says, I'm not getting in on this.
right.
There is no chance. I know better.
Yeah, I could get in on it. Just have my feet up laughing at you guys.
That's what you were doing? No
Yeah,
offense, Tommy and
watching-
Johnny, but I just heard from the more intelligent of the Scovilles. Yeah, that's probably a pretty popular consensus. I don't think there are too many people.
No, she's
that
right.
think,
He's right. He's right.
yeah.
I don't even argue it.
Yeah. But if you are a mother out there and you're thinking to yourself, my kids drive me absolutely insane. This might happen to you later, right? Don't think they're going to outgrow it. They might be in their 50s vomiting on the lawn still. Michael 78, 10 years clean. Good
Wow.
Lord. How good is that? Where's that? There you go. 10 years. That is absolutely amazing.
Neo, Fighter, and everybody who gave super chat and participates tonight. Thank you guys so much. Love you.
Yeah,
mean
for
it.
real,
I mean
for
it.
all of the support. It's absolutely amazing, and it's what it lets us do some really cool things. It really does. We've gotten off to a hell of a start for 2024. There's a lot of people that are getting help. When Mama
Little
walked in
naughty
the room,
boys.
you guys' faces look like two naughty. I'm telling you. You want to see the funniest clip ever? Honestly, you want to see the funniest clip ever? Go watch the milk vomit video. And as soon as I'm done blowing chunks, watch us get busted by our mom. For real. This is 6 months ago. This isn't 20. It's 25 years ago.
I'm going to split. I love you guys. I'm going to take a 5-minute break and we'll be live on my channel. I love every one of you guys. Spanx, you're a
Love
rock
you, Uncle
star.
Johnny.
Thank you guys. Love you a lot.
Yeah, he really is.
See you
All right,
soon.
people. That is my brother Johnny, and I'm going to be flogging his fame to try to get the lifeboat as as far as we can, because that is the goal. Not only
Yeah, I'll try not to vomit
insightful,
in
but
the yard.
good-looking men. I love you too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Kate Taylor. You go tell Reese how good I did at taking that compliment, huh? Right? I'm going to do better. Michael, I am proud of you. And I hope that, somebody sent me an email and said, when you say you're proud of somebody, it can really offend them. You know something? Then you're in the wrong place. I'm proud of anybody, right? Anybody that puts down a substance. I know how friggin' hard it is, right? So I'm proud of anybody that does that. And I'm not saying it like the grandfather, right? The wise old man. I'm saying it as a soldier in the trench next to you that is just impressed as hell and proud of anybody that steps up to that plate. Feel me? Like my son, closing in on a year. Pretty proud of you,
Woo-hoo.
Calhoun.
What's
Yeah,
the date
yeah,
today?
yeah,
Ooh, I'm 2 days away from 11 months.
Yeah, just closing in on that 1 year. I journal about gratitude today. Hey, Taekwondo, you're back with your name, with your real name. I like it. I like it. Okay. We will see you guys over on a little channel called Chase the Heat, right? A little bit bigger than this one, but we will be over there doing a live. Hopefully we will see all of you over there. Calhoun, you are the best.
Love you, Dad. I can't wait to see you. I'm going to try and get everything I need done before those 9 days. We can get out there a little earlier.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That would make everybody involved happy. I promise you.
I'm hoping you still want to come out and help me.
Yes, I absolutely do.
Okay.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
I
It's,
could probably
downright
make
silly.
it work with my buddies if that's hard. So whatever. Let's
Well,
we'll
you
talk
know
about it
what?
tomorrow,
We're
though.
I'm gonna try to time that. Oh, and I like to just turn the camera and show people that. Wow, if you could have just seen Johnny Scoville, had his shirt off. It was a heck of a picture. Really wanting to show that to you, but he would have he'd have been angry. I'm kidding, but I'm not. No, but seriously, I will see all of you over on Chase the Heat shortly. When I go, what I was going to say is when I do go to do that, Calhoun, I'm going to try to organize. There's a lot of people in that part of Utah. Maybe we can say hi to some Utah people while we're out there. That might be cool. All right.
I'd be into it.
Let me display this fine animal one more time. Look at this
Yeah, let's
pretty
do the
kitty.
squirrel.
Look at this pretty kitty. Huh?
Alright.
See the paw there? She's
little
she's
paw.
resting on her paw.
Little
Yeah.
paw.
Oh, her head's
little
up.
posture.
She's not
Aw.
happy. Oh, I put her down right as she did the big yawn. All right, we will see you all over on Chase the Heat. I love you all. I'm Tommy.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night, everyone.
Love you, Calhoun.
Love you, Dad.